Oh, well, everybody, welcome back to.
Hello, hello.
I'm Mr. Popular. With is the Castle.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be seeing Loop versus Sky tonight. Be a fantastic match. Coming off of a. What are your thoughts on it, Castle?
Yeah, I think it will be a good match. Loop, they destroyed most in their last outing, so they're warm and fresh. This is the last cycle, is that correct?
I believe so. I don't remember for. I believe you're right. I believe it's the last one.
Gotcha. All right, so these are some really important matches here. So if Loop can take another W here, this would be really great for them seeding-wise heading off into playoffs. On the flip side, for Sky tonight, they have spent most of their season in Sprinter tier, and they've been crushing it there. I think they currently have a 6-4 record in Sprinter tier. This is a chance for them to really prove what they're worth up here in Dasher tier. So if they could get the win here, this would be great for them to even get a higher chance for them to get into playoffs, which is, the dream of every team here in Dash League.
And if that's not your dream, I really don't know what other goal you would be having.
That's correct. It's all about the competitive nature, getting the wins, you know.
I'm just trying to stay in Walker. That's my...
Have some fun, shoot some people.
Oh,
but yeah, but looking at team stats as we're getting ready to go here, both teams currently have a 6-4 record on their wins to loss ratios. Now, I will say Loop has spent most of their time in Dasher tier. They've gone up against teams like NVO, Dark, UNSC. So they've had a little bit of a tougher time than Sky has, but it's interesting to see two teams with the same win and loss ratio. So this will be interesting.
Indeed. By the way, a question for you, Castle. Can you see the stream? Can you see the stream all right?
I can see the stream, but I only see one screen currently.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's only going to be one at the beginning.
Gotcha.
I added some stuff to the OBS profile.
Got it.
Like I can do this.
Oh, fancy.
I figure, there's no reason to have everything clouding up or anything when you're just staring at a lobby. I don't like seeing I hate seeing like the players' names and then like zero. Like because there's no data there. Seems silly. And like the kill counts and stuff, like why? No, nothing happened. Anyway.
Gotcha.
What is Trevette upset about? Anyway, hook 'em. Yes. Gang's all here.
All right. Oh, we got someone doing the floss here up front. Showing off their dance moves early on. And that's Money. Money is Sky's Rocketeer. Having him here today will be really good for their team. What players are all here? What's the team's lineups for each?
Here, we can find out real quick. There we go.
Okay.
It looks like.
All right. Yeah. So on Sky's side, we've got Gummy Bear, Wanderer, Money, Persona, and Ben 10. So this is a pretty standard lineup. I will say they are missing Bird Fever, their captain, and I think their primary shot caller. So I guess for them might be more of a case of just bringing in what players they can.
Yeah, but going up against them on Loop's side, we've got Smacks, Blue, Naturalis, Swervo, and Royale. I mean, that's a pretty stacked lineup.
That is a stacked. That is their starting lineup. That's the lineup they would bring to play in finals. I mean, these guys, they're not messing around. On Sky side, we're going to expect to see a lot of rockets from Money, but I think a lot of players on Sky actually can kind of rock with those rockets. So you'll see a lot of mixture here. I know Persona is big with her shocks.
I was going to say, how do you think they're going to stand up against Persona shocks was exactly what I was going to ask.
And I feel like against both Money's rockets and Persona's shocks, that's really what Loop is going to have to focus on. They're going to have to get in there and take them out early. If they can deal with all those heavies coming from Sky, that will alleviate a lot of pressure off of Cart. And I think they have the firepower to do it. I know they have the aggression, so it'll be about how good their aim is today.
Oh, okay. I can fix my mic, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. I was gonna say one big name that's missing from Sky's lineup today is Snarples, and Snarples is a power player for Sky. This might hurt them a little bit tonight on their chances, just because they do not have him. So they're gonna have to work around that. On the flip side, looking at Loop's lineup, as we said, starting lineup, the recruitment of Royal has done a great job for them this season. Royal's been a big factor in a lot of their current meta and their playstyle. He's actually rocking a 1.48, and I mentioned this on the most stream. He is rocking a high KD of 1.48, but I believe a lot of that carries over to when he was playing with Fear. That being said, he's still top fragging consistently. So looking to see a lot of good plays from Royal tonight. And of course, the other prominent players got Lateralis joining Loop this season from O, giving them a little firepower, giving them a little extra strats, maybe hopefully bringing over the O stuff. Swervo, a lot of her shock play will be pretty helpful, but I believe she's also a cart player, so she'll be pushing objective a ton. And for Loop, that's the name of the game. They push objective like no one else. We got Saltus Maximus, shortened to Smax, a very good variety player. You'll see lots of different weapon choices from him. And he's also got some really great mid to close range fighting. And I've said this time and time again, but you do not want to take him on at a close range battle, or there's a good chance where, at the very least, you'll trade out with him. All right. Looks like both teams. Little head scratching here. Maybe they're doing a little discussion. Getting some last second. Oh, were they? Yeah, the stream sounds fine to me. I hear the music. I don't know if there is game sound or not though. Yeah, I don't hear any game sound, so. Oh, and we're started. Sky versus Loop. Both teams getting in position, getting ready.
Match starts in 3, 2, 1. Go.
All right. We're started, so. Yep. Money with a quick frag, leading the match to the first. Do we know who we're looking at? Do we have any UI for that? Got a trade here in Water Room. Looks like Loop has already taken possession of Water Room and are pushing up. Something these guys are gonna have to contend with, this early aggression, already pushing up into near their spawn. So they got to clear this out, get set back up, and try again to approach. Wanderer flanking around into the water health, pushing up and trying to get a good approach. Cart, nice pick here on Lateralis, aiming for Cart, gets taken out by the Cart Rider. I don't think we have a follow-on kill either, though. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Alright, watch him Wanderer for the third time. Coming out, we get a really good idea of his rollout here. But just early on, we're seeing a really big push by Loop coming around into water. I believe they're still halfway up water, so they're on a good pace, checkpoint pace. Sky doing also a decent job holding down this area here and getting possession. Cart is consistently stopping at this point, so we know Loop is do a really good job with the early pushes, so Sky trying to tack off as much time as possible. Double stack on Cart. Nice pick by Wanderer onto Cart, heading into the hook room, trading out with Royal. taken out by Gummy. Lots of trades here. Cart coming up the incline at about the 4-minute mark. Going for the double, but Money taking him out. And it looks like he's rocking SMG in one hand. Getting taken out by Willow in the C room. Hart still making really great time here. Willow going into flanking Brown behind. So you can get those tags on any of the red side defenders. And it looks like he's missing. They just managed to slip away from him last second. Wanderer finishing him off. Double rockets, nice golden skins by Wanderer. Oh, but an excellent dodge off the cart by Solomon Maximus to get the tag and get some apartment red. Corbo taken out by Ben 10. Stealing the dash pickup from Lab Hall and clearing cart. Rock's coming and raining down Wanderer, getting the tag on Willow. And a nice cart clear by Wanderer. Wanderer doing a really great job with these rockets. However, going down to Royal's pistol play. And a nice tag. Headshot straight down on Persona. Assassination. Currently for Loop, leading in kills is Willow, I believe. Or no, is Royal with a 23 and 13. Killing it right now. Wander on the flip side, 21 and 17 for Sky. Really going wild with those rockets. Absolutely, he's going crazy. And even despite of that, on cart, pushing that objective, remembering what the overall goal is. Smack's getting a tag, but immediately dying afterwards, so we get to see a full route roll up by him. Constantly going with that flank. Nice tag on the C room. However, Sky still holding on defensive-wise, hanging into that health room. Getting in some position there. Lat clearing the way. Now with a little bit of forward position, Lat getting that health. Oh, and taken down right after taking that health. Then 10 reading him and taking him out. Yeah, Sky really grouped up around this health room. They realized just how crucial this little alcove is here for their defense. And it really is. It prevents that flank towards the rockets. Rockets can get set up kind of in the rear of Jelly if this health room is held consistently. However, the only downside here is it leaves the kind of the route towards the stairs open, but it doesn't look like Luke is really abusing that too much just from this view here. Luke still making really good time. Sky doing a decent job of slowing them in the Jelly room though. I bet they kind of wish they had this kind of momentum Sky does early on pre-checkpoint. So they really could have used that to slow him down. A blue streak going into the stair. Wanderer looking for him, but going back to cart. Nice tag on cart for at least a double K. Big battle in the C room. Royal coming out on top. Long distance battle. Royal holding the... It is, and this is a big push by Loop. Second half of the Jelly room. Finally, oh, Royal with another tag. I think he's on a 3K now. Coming in, locking in those angles. Cutting off the approach of cart, getting taken out by Gummy Bear. This guy now with repossession of the Jelly room. Looking to Gummy a little bit out in the open, taken out by Smacks. Smacks low on health, getting the health pickup. Another cart push. Multiple Loop players in the area. I can hear my voice. Oh, gotcha. It's so disconcerting when you hear your voice. It's like, is that what I sound like? But getting back to the match, Loop with they're pushing straight past the bridge here, getting a nice push into the last surface area. Holding down the stairway, and this is crucial. This is crucial for defense. Sky are focusing a lot of resources straight on the stairway, and that's the best approach to cart is through the stairway, because you can't get that long range firepower straight out of spawn. But Luke getting possession of the stairway, I'm seeing a big push here. Opportunity, Persona clearing cart, getting that revenge on Lat after he took her out, and getting set back on rockets. However, cart rider Willow trades out. Might have been able to get a little bit of a push. See his rollout here. Initial rollout here. Starting out to watch. Timing. A shot caller. He's got to anticipate just when his group up needs to go. And it looks like they're going for pure aggression, hopping straight towards cart. Alright, now coming up that last incline. Only with 45 seconds though. This is going to have to be a lot of pushing if they want to get to 100%. However, already at 91%, an excellent push by Loop. And it's that last 10% that is so difficult.
So rough.
It is. It's coming straight out of spawn, you're getting shot from multiple angles, and it's almost like a resource drought as well, that last little bit. You don't have a lot of health pickups. You do have that one dash pickup, but otherwise, you really have to extend what you've got just to get to the cart.
10,
Sky still with a good possession of the jelly room. Not playing defensive, playing very aggressive, and that's what you want to do.
3, 2, 1.
Got it on there. It's the overtime.
Overtime push, big battle around cart, lots of trades. It looks like area is finally cleared. Yep. But Loop with an excellent, with a 94% push. Looking at scores now, Royal still on top, almost a 2K at 45 and 22. Also top scoring for his team. And I want to say the map as well. On the flip side, it's a little blurry, so I can't quite tell who that is on top.
Yep. For who, Luke?
Sky.
Sky, we've had Royale in the lead, 45 kills, then Willow with 37, Max at 16, Swervo at 21, and Lateralis at 27.
And then for Sky,
Persona's up at 28, then 34 for Wanderer, 27 for Gummy Bear, 26 for Ben 10, and 25 for Money, and that's the match starting.
alright.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I don't have control over how long that takes.
Alright, big aggressive push by Loop. But 3 already cleared from the area, Sky only needing to take out 2 more, and they can push up.
Uninterrupted to the first. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Make a prediction, it never goes the way you want it to. But Cart staying locked into their spawn. This is a bad position for Sky to be in. Royal looking for some help to extend that kill streak that he's currently on. Big battle here outside of water. Royal looking for falling into the water. He was looking for that angle, but didn't quite anticipate. Didn't quite anticipate how closely that ledge was. But he's rushing back, trying to make up for that little mistake of his. Fortunately, that destroys the poster for him.
Yeah, it took away most of their momentum.
Yeah, and he goes down again. Wanderer, they're trying to get repossession of Water Room. It's starting to fall a little bit behind here, about 10 seconds off pace. But still with plenty of time to make checkpoint. I'd say for both teams, the most important part is going to be their close to checkpoint push, how organized they are. Loop, lots of aggression with the Water Room. Swervo gets taken out on top rail. One thing that's a little bit lacking from Sky, though, is the amount of forward cushion in front of the cart. They do not have enough. Loop constantly holding that whole area in front of cart, and it's going to come to bite them as they approach this incline here. They don't have that forward presence. Oh, hey.
Hey, Ajax Water. Or not.
Oh, let me move him back. Hello? Okay. Hello. If they want to get a chance of getting past the checkpoint, they've got to get past this bend and fast. But they're having difficulty with the setup that Loop is really well known for at this point. Loop has been known to hold really strong teams right here. And Lat going with the double shotguns, long range pick, and a headshot on that person on incline. Now going out to protect the flank. Nice movement here to clear out C room. Or the hook room. And a pick. Oh, almost had a pick. But does clear out cart. Lat on its kill streak now.
This looks like a Sky is spawning at once. Looks like they're going for group F right about now.
Lat with another nice shot with shotguns. And he does, what he does consistently, he goes around in this counterclockwise loop here. And gives him a consistent angle on cart every time this guy groups up, giving him a consistent pick on cart. And this is something that Sky should not be letting them do. They gotta send a lot of players through the hook room, and we're not seeing the battle in the hook room. Which is surprising. They really need that. They really need that that route cleared. Oh, and as I speak, battle here, hook room. It's Lat holding it down like a boss, finally getting cleared out. And none too soon. Sky now probably
Oh,
getting a
oh.
little bit of a foothold, and they've got to push. They've got to push fast.
Looks like all they gotta do is take out rockets, and they should be starting done.
And unfortunately, it's not the only thing that they have to contend with. Loop, with constant aggression, Willow, see just how deep they sent him this late in the game already. The battle, which should be happening on cart, however, is happening in the water room, in the flank room. Sky not able to really get an organized group up from this aggression.
And with a minute down, it looks like they got to pull off a miracle to be able to get this through checkpoint too.
Absolutely, it's
Not looking good.
Loop starting to put players on cart. Oh, and a pick on main by Royal. Double pick,
kill.
destroying the group up. Finally taken down by Gummy. But Sky numbers dwindling here from the group up. Gummy was 2K. 3K, Gummy on a tear, looking for that fourth. Trading smacks. And
Suicide bomb. Never really want
Oh,
that
now they're coming
at the
around.
times.
we got the last push here. They have time for maybe one, and then an overtime push. Here, and that's all they've got
Not
to
looking
get it.
good though.
It's that looking like they're able to get to checkpoint.
7, 6, 4,
Coming down in 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Nice taking rockets. See if they can take it when they get on cart. Overtime.
And they do get the overtime. Double kill by Smacks on cart.
Ooh, nice. rocket.
Last person, triple kill, and that's cleared.
And Loop takes the best. Wow.
Yeah, and it's a solid win. 94 push with a checkpoint hold. Loop destroying on the first map. Looks like. Y'all. And unfortunately, I believe this was to be a little bit expected. Loop are a well-known Dasher tier team, arguably in the top 5. They have a lot of experience, they have the know-how, but most importantly, they have the firepower. That also, Sky missing a couple crucial players from their lineup tonight. They don't have Bird Fever, they're later shot caller in-game later. They don't have Snarples. So this is really starting to hurt them. It's unfortunate, but sometimes you just have to bring what you can get, you know?
It's looking like we're going for a server swap right about now.
Yep. What server was that? What server is this right now? I'm curious. It's like a West Coast, East Coast?
Maybe Amsterdam.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Popular, could you bring up the scoreboard real quick?
Yeah,
where are
sorry,
you?
We're switching
Where are
over.
you?
It's switching over servers to New York.
Got it. Cool.
Alright.
So Loop, I believe, are a West Coast team. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of their core players were West Coast. I think isn't Lat West Coast? I want to guess. So also playing in for Loop, this was their server preference for this first map. So hopefully, coming into this quarry. Now, I want to say that switching servers would play in for Sky a little bit, but I honestly, Sky's best chance at a win would have been that payload. Loop absolutely crushed it on Quarry. They play Quarry a lot. They grind it out. They know how to play it. I think against their match against Most, they did a 3-0 against Most, and we're talking a really strong team. So Sky are gonna have to contend with that, and they're gonna have to figure out how to do it without Snarples as well.
Yeah, and it looks like with the Loop having the power of Willow and Royal, and not really 4, but even without 4, they are able to pull off a really strong team, and
Totally.
being able to what'd you say?
Absolutely.
And being able to pre-checkpoint, Sky can be a really confidence booster for them.
Yeah, they've got all the momentum right now, so we'll see if Sky can shut that down and stop them, or if Loop just gonna continue rolling forward. one thing to point out, just looking at KDs across Loop's team, it's interesting to note just how little difference in KD every single member on their roster pulls equally when it comes to their firepower.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's only like a 0.15 KD on average across most of their top lineup. So everyone on their team is a killer.
Looks like they took out Smaxa and Swervo for not Golem and Mr. Soap.
All right. So about today, yeah, Mr. Soap from their original lineup before recruiting Royal was their top fragger, and man, Mr. Soap is a force to contend with on Corey. He'll take those long-range revolver snipers, and he'll go and sit on B, and he'll just essentially shut down B for anyone trying to approach. So that's something that I don't envy Sky's position in. It's trying to deal with.
Yeah. And it looks like Sky substituted money put in money for I don't really know.
Well, money was in the first payload. He was their Rocketeer. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that.
I don't know why we can't. Yeah, we can't see the players right now. I guess it'll pull over once we start the match. Maybe.
No, I have to refresh it.
Oh, gotcha. That browser refresh.
Yeah, for the overlay.
Man, I love those transitions. I could actually transition.
Yeah, that usually refreshes it though.
B bot in the comments saying Willow is so dreamy. I don't know about that. I know maybe you think so. But Willow, if you're here watching later on, someone in the comments thinks you are so dreamy.
It's like
Oh, there we go.
All right.
we still got no video. We only got names.
No, we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Sky rolling with their payload lineup, not making substitutions, probably just pulling in the same players that they could pull for tonight.
But you
against
guys
Loop.
don't have video.
And now we do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, looks good on my end.
Yeah.
All the times.
Alright. So on predictions on who's gonna win, my bets are on Loop, and I feel like it's gonna be a 3-0 or maybe a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, realistically, we're probably looking at a 3-0, but it's the time that might be an interesting factor here. Loop do have the potential to get a sub 5-minute 3-0. It's a little bit more difficult, but with the early quick aggression they've got the routes lined up really well. We've seen countdowns from Loop just within the first 10 seconds of spawning out. They know how to get to the enemy checkpoint or enemy button. So,
Alright, looks like we're going in.
yeah, but the way that the MMR works for Sky, it's going to be all about how long they can delay what we think might be an inevitable outcome.
Blue takes C.
Do you think Sky will get bumped down to Screener tier off this game alone?
I do think Sky, yeah, that checkpoint on Abyss is a huge deficit or discrepancy, and that's going to lose them a lot of MMR. Now, if they can really extend this match, maybe even get a point, and I don't know, possibly win this, that could do wonders for them in terms of MMR.
Fighting.
And Wanderer, I think that was a 3K, killing it on B, clearing the B for Sky.
There's trade right there from what it looks like. Looks like Loop's pushing it into Sky's base. We're not getting any names.
Oh, the UI is counting.
Okay.
Alright. Big battle here on B. Willow clearing it out for Loop, getting ready to push.
Willow in the corner, waiting for anybody to peek by.
Not able to get the pick though.
Almost get, yeah, we get taken out to.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes
Just waiting
B.
for the.
Yeah, it'll be up
come
in a
back.
second. It's because the second instance crashed. And that was where it was pulling data.
Red team.
Okay.
Countered. Blue takes A.
There you go.
All right, 2 minutes in, still 0-0. This guy doing a good job of holding off the initial push from Lu.
Blue takes
So this greatly destroys their chance at a sub 5 minute 3-0. It's already on a decent start.
Blue
Guy taking control of B. Looks like Lee is trying to get that back. One's already in there.
Yeah, this guy's done a really good job on the battle at B. Wander setting up a, or no, this is Royal, I think. Yeah, Royal setting up a long sideline. Willow now with a countdown, but still,
B.
yep, still the battle
B.
for B going on. Sky retaking possession, effectively shutting down that countdown. So it seems like the name of the game for both Loop and Sky is going to be see who can regain control of B.
Blue takes A. Blue team score countered.
And 10.
Guy as you gain control of A.
Red takes C.
We're all almost here popping off with almost.
Blue takes C.
Big battle outside of B.
Blue team scores countered. Blue countered.
Another countdown. Sky regaining possession of their base briefly, but they also have Loop's base, which I don't think Loop are realizing until just now. Little alone, finally getting taken out. Another battle here. Mr. Soap, however, coming back.
Blue takes
B possession, however, goes to Sky. Now they with their own base and B.
Looks like Wanderer is doing pretty good with a 2KD.
Wanderer killing it. What's it? Is that 13 or 15? 13?
Red takes B.
Yeah, 13 and 6 for Wanderer currently. Only led by Royal going 14. And I want to say 9.
Countered.
Gummy winning the battle in tunnel, rushing into Loop's base.
Looks like I'm going.
Countered. Blue team
So rushing around Sky's base countdown.
score
Brief
countered.
regain of control. Sky, but however, getting repossession of their own base and their own base.
Looks like Persona is playing tactically.
Sneaky position
Yeah.
here. What? Getting the surprise attack, however, not able to get the pick, decides to rush past and head on through. Oh, I don't know who we're looking at. Yeah, I think the UI is messed up, so whoever's.
No, I'm trying to work on that.
Oh, yeah, those.
Encountered.
So,
Red takes B.
but now at the 5 minute count, still no points.
Blue
Turning out to be a
takes B.
long, grueling process here before we get our first point. At this rate, first point can go to anyone.
Blue takes A.
Persona battling for B.
Score countered.
Oh, I only switched.
Red blue countered. Red takes B.
When coming down.
I know all the like overlay went away.
Big battle here in tunnel. Loop taking out both Sky players. No. Oh, but no, multiple. Looks like they called it out well, and we got a multiple reaction there. The tunnel exit.
Why is this happening?
It just feels like it. I don't know.
Royal coming out of B.
Alright, that's now the name.
Unable to get the tag. Persona with a double K here. On a 2K entering B. Snagging the button, getting that dash pickup. However, snagged before she was able to get away by Willow. Revenge accomplished by Ben 10. However, he gets shut down as well. Lots of trades.
Blue team count. Blue team score.
Flat
Even with
countdown.
Down.
Red takes C.
Sky is really able to fight off really well, even with
They
that
are.
last match. Yeah.
And notice, not only when these countdowns happen, not only are they regaining possession of their own base again with those counters, they're also gaining the enemy's base. So somehow, despite Loop getting into Sky's base, they're still managed to sneak around and get into Loop's base. So this is something, and it might be the tunnel, but Loop has got to shut down the tunnel if they want to finish off the countdown.
They have a good chance that Sky may actually pull off a point and be able to beat Loop.
Yeah, it's looking like this is much more even than that payload was. Sky really bringing it to them on Corey, which is surprising. I would have thought this would be much more a Corey sided for Loop. And it seems like the frags are still in favor of Loop, but they're just not able to get that timing down for their countdowns.
And many like really great people say that Corey can be sometimes random when it comes to who gets what point.
Yes, there is a lot of luck and a major luck factor. There's a lot of other unknown factors that come into play on how you get that countdown. A lot of it timing. Sometimes you just have to get it right. Finally getting possession of B. Now with the countdown for Loop, Sky last second counter. And Loop players dwindling in Sky's base. Sky regaining control, letting out, heading straight towards B.
Look at some of Sky is rushing into their base. Looks like Willow's waiting for other people to come in with him.
Blue team scores in a counter.
Willow hitting the button for a countdown, stealing resources. Sky, however, getting possession of B. And we're seeing 2 Sky players on B. Loop not going to be able to get the countdown until Sky get out of there. And Sky now going for the Grash, pushing out from B into Loop's base. And now with their own countdown, but Loop quickly regaining control. That's probably the last thing Loop expected was after their countdown for Sky to return in favor. On Sky's side, Persona absolutely killing it up there with Wander. I believe, is that 28-16? Going almost 2K for Persona. Go Persona.
And with what Sky's pulling off to the table and Loop's been struggling to pull out a point, it looks like Sudden Death is on the table. So.
Yeah, love a sudden death. I want to see it go all the way. But at this point, this is a meal marathon for both teams. Countdown for Loop. And last Sky player, Benton, unable to get the counter. Loop finally sealing away that first point.
Wow.
And that was a long one. About 10 minutes. 9.5 minutes for them just to get that first point. Sky making them work for every inch of possession of Corey.
Sky pushing into B. Nope, Sky got their base and I don't know.
Yeah,
lots of
trades here on B.
And both teams are fighting for B for what it looks like.
Absolutely. And you can tell Lat is just battling it out. It's a brutal battle on B. His KD actually struggling on this B battle. And that's so crucial for Corey. Like whoever can win the B battles. Lat going on a little bit of a tear here. Now a little bit exposed, taken out by Persona as she rushes towards B. However, traded in kind. I'm not sure who took her out, but she got taken out.
Looks like Loop might stay to 1-0, or Loop could get another point. And looks like
now already with the countdown, got a quick counter. 3 players left alive. Still a good chance for Lat to counter. Sky
they got B. Wow.
Yep. B, and they got 4 Sky players still left alive. Quickly regaining control back of their base.
Wander rushing into B. It looks like two people on him, and he gets taken out.
Yeah, this is a big B battle. Almost the entire battle right now at B.
Looks like to B.
Persona with a 2K. Killing it, going 33-24 currently. Leading the map at frags. What
Persona's able to get some
score?
Blue takes B. Countered. Red takes B.
I guess we'll see.
Popular.
Blue takes C.
Actually, no. Looks like Royal leading 40, going 40 and something. 40 and 18.
That looks
Wow.
like 40 and 18. Dang.
Wow.
Takes C.
Over a 2K, Royal crushing it here.
Red takes
And it's what really serves him well is that long range accuracy he has. Very steady hands.
Red takes
And not going with the double rockets, pretty uncommon in Corey.
Double rockets, but getting the tag on Persona with a cheeky position and getting the
going
countdown.
countered.
But Sky players still alive.
Just like shotguns, you have to get your first shot counts, or else you are not alive.
I like the way you put it. Sky taking possession back of their base and of Loop's base briefly. Loop regaining control, but unable to get possession back of B.
Blue team scored.
Looks like how things are going might just be a stall.
Now at the 12-minute mark. 12-minute mark. It's been a long, grueling battle for both teams. But
Quarry's always a long, grueling battle.
this guy's really going to have to get this point. They got 12 minutes to do so. If they want to take it to an overtime, it's great. It's in favor of Loop. Loop, continue this up. All they have to do is just hold on to that 1-point lead, and that's the match.
Red takes
Yeah, but you and I both know that's not going to be good enough for them.
Yeah, they know they were really expecting. I think at this point they were expecting to have a little bit more of a deficit here. So
or countered.
we're seeing a
That's
lot
down
of.
for Sky.
Red takes B.
Looks like the counter at their base, and looks like Loop taking control of their base and Sky's base.
And Loop doing a good job of clearing out their own base.
Not like that goal and pushing a 3 tunnel. We'll we can seek around.
Ooh, and a nice tag around the corner there.
I
Taking
guess,
out
I
by
guess, I
Gummy.
guess.
Money going downstairs.
Blue takes B.
Can you pull some power here? Or do some damage.
Big battle outside of B.
Red takes
Loop coming out on top.
Looks like 2 is able to seek through B.
Yeah, and that was a nice little sneak by Sky, completely ignoring the players, Loop players on top of B.
We'll get taken out by Wanderer.
And that's a really important strat. It shows a sign of true experience. It is very beneficial sometimes not to take a fight. Use that dash pickup and just skip players. You know, go for that objective. I know a lot of teams, even veteran players, can get kill focused sometimes. But you don't have to. You don't have to always go for the engagement. You know,
takes A.
Yeah.
Blue team
Loop rushing in.
Countdown for Loop.
countered. Blue takes B. Blue takes A.
Yeah,
Like
not
quick.
going check it. Looks like they got their base. Wow.
Blue takes A. Blue takes A.
And Sky holding on to Loop space. Each team with the opponent's base.
Was that that was dancing on someone's body?
That was Royal. I was wondering if you saw that.
Yeah, in the bottom left. I saw that too.
Is it
It was
lag?
like, no, I'm pretty sure it was Willow.
No,
Oh,
it was
well,
Royal.
Wi-
It was Royal.
Oh,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, it was Willow. It was
Blue takes B.
like it was dancing on his body. I was like, wait, did the countdown happen?
Nope.
Big,
Yeah, no.
big
that's
battle at
Sky with
B.
the countdown.
Sky with a countdown and only 3 Loop regaining control.
Lateralis pushing that one away.
Yeah, the guy's gotten several decent countdowns. Just have to lock it down. I think one thing that really we struggled with is getting the countdowns with low players. on their
Sky
opponents.
getting a countdown.
Yeah.
Takes that.
And a countdown with wow, multiple countdowns. Sky going for that last point.
Bouncing back
Oh,
and
but Luke
forth.
countering both at Sky's
the-
base and their base.
Looks skyling at B.
Red takes A.
Let's see how that plays out. Looks like some are at Sky's base, so it looks like they are taken out.
It's getting set up.
Looks like three of them are pushing into B, but also three are at three loop sailors are also at B.
Mass battle at the B.
Great trades.
Countered. Blue team countered.
Willow hanging on for dear life, taken out by Gummy Bear at the Sky's base.
Countered. Blue team.
And man, this is probably a very different battle than.
Loop getting a countdown. Okay, it looks like the battle at B.
Saved another countdown, too.
Yep, I'm only 2 Sky,
That's a
only
good
money,
point.
and he's
Oh,
taken
oh,
out. That's a point for
It
Luke.
is a wipeout. Wow. Looks like Sky's gonna have to pull off a miracle in order for them to win. Yeah. Sometimes 3-2 victory can happen. They've been in that
Yeah, but
situation.
only with 8 minutes. We're talking record-breaking countdowns in order for Sky to take this back.
Oh, I would disagree. You know, this late in the match, both teams are tired. Anything can happen.
Anything could happen.
I do think Loop's gonna win, but
Yeah, but you're right. And but countdown. Sky quickly getting the counter. But yes, you're right. Anything could happen, and a lot has happened before in the past.
I've been in a situation where it was 2-0 for the other team, and then my team was able to pull off a 3-2 victory. I've been in a situation.
yeah, no, I mean, the thing with domination is that you can get a point really quickly, randomly, for really no reason.
Yeah, like
Stars
yeah.
align.
Yeah, like on that match, we got like 2 points within like 3 or 4 minutes, and then it took a little while for us to get our third point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sometimes those first couple points just in the first few minutes. However, this is a little bit different. This situation, this is a late game 2-0, and I don't think I've ever seen a team come back from a late game 2-0. Early game 2-0s, definitely. You know, you got 15 plus minutes to get 3 points, but this is a really poor position.
Saved by someone on Sky's team.
Loop now with possession of both B and their base, looking to rush into Sky's base. Sky hoping to get a defense set up.
Warrior pushing out to B. See if anyone's there. Nobody's there. I never know.
Red takes lead.
Sky now with possession of B.
Red takes lead.
And they get their third point, or will this just be a stall?
Oh, it's Sky countdown.
But B got B. SCB.
Well, that's gonna be a countdown for Loop, but he quickly stopped by Ben 10.
Blue team.
Another countdown.
Blue team.
Luke got the
Saved by
countdown.
Wanderer, another countdown saved by
Countered.
Wanderer again.
Red
Looks like Sky got their base.
team.
Yep, now that's countdown for Sky.
Can they pull it off? Can they pull it off?
saved by
No, yeah, I think it was someone else. It was like countdown to A, and then quickly to then counter at C.
Red takes lead.
We're approaching the last 5 minutes of gameplay. Still 2-0 in Loop's
Just
favor.
enough time for Sky
Very
to pull
efficient
it
through
out.
tunnel. Intendant's Gummy Bear tunnel.
Ooh, Gummy Bear. Nice
pushing
grab,
out
but he's
to.
gonna pay the price for it.
Red takes C.
Looks like Sky has control of the loot space. Yep, they still have it. All they gotta do is get B.
Not gonna happen. They're taking back their base.
Blue team scores 3.
The 2-1, like one more point for, one more point for them. One more point for Sky can really help them even more.
Red team scores countered. Blue takes C. Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red team countered. Red takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes A. Blue takes B.
Battle at B maybe, or just for protecting. It looks like a battle at B.
Yeah, a lot of players at B.
Blue takes B.
This guy's really wanting that 1 point.
Yeah, I wonder if Loop is just stalling at this point. Gonna play out the last 3 minutes at B. Nope, just they're gaining resources. Here comes the push.
When it comes right to this with Corey, that like you can like pull off a really good group push, but problem is somebody might sneak through tunnel and get your base.
There are a lot of avenues of court you gotta watch out for.
Every route has a sub route of a sub route.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, with a nice pick, just clearing out outside of B. He's not really going for a very aggressive push. Just hanging on, making sure that no Sky players.
Blue team score
Hypercup makes a very good point in the chat. Guy is putting up a very good fight.
You know, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about
Considering they were pre-checkpointed.
Yeah, exactly.
Red takes B. Blue takes A.
Willow can control Sky's base.
Blue takes B.
They just hunted Wanderer down.
Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes red team scores.
1.5 minutes left. This guy getting a town. Can they do it? Nope. Nope.
Countdown
Wait.
for Luke now. Stop, save by Ben 10.
Counter. Blue team
He's gonna get the point. He's gonna get the point.
takes A.
We're gonna get it. Nope. Counter again.
Back and forth we go.
That's this guy. Sky got their base.
1 minute left.
Red takes B. Blue takes A.
Jonah gets shot from behind.
Scores in 3. Counter. Blue team scores in 3.
That's a countdown for Luke. Save. 40 seconds left. Another countdown.
2. 1.
That's gonna be saved again. Wow, another countdown. Saved again by Wanderer.
Can Sky counter again? Looks like they did. Willow gets taken out.
25 seconds left.
Wanderer
Just
take going in.
trying to save some dignity here.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting if Sky can get that 1 extra point.
Blue team
And that's another countdown for Loop.
3. 2.
Saved again. Another countdown. I think Sky is honestly happy not letting them get that third point.
Blue team wins.
Wow,
Looks like
what a
Loop takes both the games with a pre-check point on Abyss and with a 2-0 victory on Corey.
Man, you really have to commend Sky for their counter ability. I mean, I saw two major aspects. One, they were able to get the counters. Like Loop really struggled to hold on those last even 1-2 players alive to stop them from counter, even with the buttonholes. And 2, their roots. Man, Sky was all over the map. We consistently would see counters not only from B but also from Loop's base. So just an excellent presentation from both teams, really.
Can't see anything when he's spinning around like that.
Baby spin me right around.
Well, thanks guys for joining us.
You're welcome.
I was talking to the crowd.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll like screw up when I had to alt tab around because I don't know what's going on with the instances today. That was just weird. So thank you, Ajax Water and Castle, for joining me in the booth, doing the work with the thing. And then to everybody out there